Today, Nouha will discuss using UX methods to develop useful products. We look forward to hearing her views and extensive design experience. Let's give a warm welcome to Nouha Jaafar.
Hi everyone, I'm really happy to be here with you today. Thank you W Summit for the invitation and the whole team of UMO.Design. I'm happy to be with you again this year. I'm Nouha Jaafar from Tunisia. I'm UX Design Senior and the founder of the UXers. Today we will talk about doing research and using UX methods in developing useful products. So with the UXers project, I'm also Google for Startups Accelerator Mentor in UX Design. We started the UX Masterclass by Google since 2017 in the MENA region. I'm also university teacher and Women Tech Makers Ambassador. I work with startups and companies also to improve their digital products. For the design process, it's known that we start with empathizing. We go through defining, ideating solutions, prototyping wireframes and high fidelity prototypes, and we test and we validate. And testing is so important for the user experience design process, so we can just have feedbacks. And the UX design process is an iterative process with testing in many steps, so we can get feedbacks and improve as quick as possible. For the user experience designers, we know that empathy is so important. And for testing, we just need to know that we are not the users. And we learn many qualitative and quantitative types of research, so we can just apply them to get feedbacks as soon as possible, and we just try to create and have better products. Our products need to be useful, so they can solve real problems and satisfy a need. They can be useful, ergonomic, and sustainable, and progress all of the time. Testing is so important, so we can just have this or use this this method in user testing by interviewing 5 people, so you can just discover more than 80% of usability problems. So if, for example, we do have 40 users, we just can divide them on groups and have many iterations while we are testing. Here, when we are testing our products, we do have some tips and steps that you can go through. First of all, we need to define testing goals. Start by clearly outlining your testing objectives, what you want to learn from your users, and what kind of feedbacks you need to have. Second, choose a testing method, if it's going to be quantitative or qualitative. Find representative users. This is why we work on our personas at the beginning of our project, so we can understand and know our users better than ever. 4, create task scenarios, so we can help your users using your product. 5th, replicate the testing environment. Analyze the finding later, so you can have and edit about solutions and prototype those solutions. Test, analyze, repeat again and again. For testing, we do have also some tips that you can just apply with the concept testing on your low fidelity prototypes, or even on the usability test on your high fidelity prototypes. First of all, you start giving a context. So you explain your product before showing the paper prototype. Tell a story for your users. Give concrete explanations and be open-ended with responses users can give. Don't ask leading questions. There is no right answer. Be natural, ask permission for photos, and hide personally identifiable information when you are sharing findings. When we are applying the UX design process and try to teach it, we do have some activities that we share with our users. For example, the first activity that is showing the role of the most important step of UX design, which is empathy, these screens, and we ask our users that they can just give us feedbacks, and they start telling us, I do love the colors, I do love informations, I do love connecting with Facebook, Google, and maybe I don't want to add many informations. And this is so important. In this activity, we just give an importance for the empathy, so our trainees try to understand that empathy is so important. Later, we ask them to be maybe in struggle, and we tell a story, and we give them a context. And in this example, we show them the same screens, but there is some trainees that are changing their votings. So this is important for us to make them aware about the importance of empathy and how they can just feel their users. And users' feedbacks are important in every step. Less informations or more informations also are so important. In the same course, we just summarize how we get feedbacks, and we thank them, and we just tell them we are going to go through a new iteration and share with you our findings. The second activity is we are having other screens, but for login, and same screens maybe for some informations. We just changed the type of users, which are CEOs of startups, and we just ask our users to connect. But for this example, our users asked for adding more information. We give the context, we explain for our users, also for our trainees, how it's important to understand our users to get this final iteration for them. So for our users, we just need to test with them and get feedbacks. And we need to understand or explain this for our trainees. We explain the same thing, our findings, and we thank our trainees for having feedbacks and because they were empathic with our users. This is what we do in our trainings, and this is so important for us. In the UX Design Academy, we teach our trainees to be empathic and to work on the whole UX design process, to work on getting feedbacks more and more. So they start by drawing solutions, getting their personas ready, and which is more important, getting feedbacks from UX design seniors or from their colleagues.
كيفاش عرفت انا ننم من جامعة هي كان باركي فهمت داكور ماني ندبرها وحاجة أخرى كمان تخلي ماذا بين زافي كومبلي ديبار اريتي ولا كي تجينا حنا تجينا حتى
So this is what we do in all our trainings and events. We are talking about the whole UX design process and how it's important to test. And later, after finishing testing on low fidelity prototypes, they start working on their laptops, on Figma or Adobe XD, and applying the design process and methods. So these are some photos of our trainings while our trainees are working on their prototypes. So we are making it happen. We are teaching the design process and make people aware. And through our community, we are democratizing it in Tunisia, Africa, and all over the world. Thank you, everyone. And you can find me on LinkedIn and hope that we connect. Thank you.